When you're standing in front of the mirror trying to decide if a home gym bundle is worth the space and the price, the biggest fear is ending up with a collection of gadgets that look impressive on the box but never really get used. I've spent the last few weeks swapping out a few pieces of my own setup for the Speediance Gym Monster Works Plus bundle, the smart PowerGrip, a Bluetooth-linked scale, a weightlifting belt and a pair of skiing handles. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What follows is the kind of down-to-earth rundown that helps you decide whether this bundle will actually move the needle for you, or if it's just another set of expensive toys. First off, let's talk about why a bundle like this can feel risky. You're buying 5 distinct pieces that each claim to be smart and multifunctional. The temptation is to assume that the whole thing works together like a single, seamless system. In reality, you're dealing with a home gym console that runs its own software, a grip sensor that pairs via Bluetooth, a scale that uploads to a health app, a belt that's basically a piece of support gear, and a pair of ski training handles that clip onto a pole. If any one of those links in the chain is clunky, the experience can feel disjointed. The upside, however, is that you're getting a lot of hardware for the price of a mid-range treadmill, and that can be a genuine value if the pieces actually fit into the routines you already have. The centerpiece is the Gym Monster Works Plus. It's marketed as a multifunctional smart home gym system with dual motors that can adjust resistance on the fly. In practice, I set it up in a spare corner of my garage and used it for 3 different workout styles: a low-impact cardio session, a high-intensity interval circuit, and a light-strength training routine using the smart PowerGrip. The dual engines do switch between resistance levels without me having to stop and twist a knob, which feels smoother than the manual weight stacks you find on older home gyms. The digital weight readout is accurate enough for me to trust when I'm aiming for a specific target, like 50 kilograms of resistance during a 10-minute climb. That said, the system does need to be calibrated via the companion app every few weeks, and the calibration process involves stepping off the machine, holding a phone steady, and letting the app sync. If you're someone who wants a completely plug-and-play experience, that extra step can feel like a nuisance. The Smart PowerGrip is the second piece that tries to add smart to your grip strength work. It's a handheld device that measures force, logs reps, and syncs to the same app used by the main console. I tried it during a warm-up set of deadlifts, holding the grip while I performed the lift on a barbell. The data showed my peak force and gave a quick visual cue if my grip slipped, which helped me focus on tightening my hands before the lift. For people who are serious about tracking grip progression, think rock climbers, CrossFit athletes, or anyone who does a lot of pulling movements, this is a concrete benefit. If you're just looking to add a few more bicep curls, the extra data may feel unnecessary. The Bluetooth scale is the third component, and it's the most straightforward. It reads weight, body fat percentage, and a few other metrics, then pushes them to the same health dashboard. The real advantage is that it eliminates the manual entry step you usually have after stepping on a scale. I've found the body fat numbers to be within a couple of points of what my professional body composition scan shows, which is decent for a consumer device. The downside is that the scale's accuracy can dip if the floor isn't perfectly level or if you step on it with socks. That's a small quibble, but it's worth noting for anyone who expects lab-grade precision. The weightlifting belt is a classic piece of gear, but this version includes a small RFID tag that logs the time you wear it and tags it in the app, just to keep the whole ecosystem smart. In my experience, the belt does what a regular belt does: offers lumbar support during heavy lifts, and the RFID feature never actually triggers any notifications. It's a nice touch if you enjoy the idea of a fully integrated system, but it doesn't add functional value beyond the belt itself. Finally, the skiing handles are essentially a set of pole-like attachments you can clip onto a sturdy bar to simulate downhill skiing motions. I set them up on a sturdy pull-up bar and used them for a cardio session that mimics the side-to-side push-pull of a ski run. The handles are comfortable and the range of motion feels natural, which is a surprise given how many ski training gadgets feel gimmicky. The real limitation is that you need a bar that can take the extra leverage. On a flimsy home gym frame they could wobble. If you have a solid rack or a pull-up bar that's well anchored, they're a fun.